Hello and welcome to this Trigger tutorial. Today we're going to talk about getting started using Trigger. Now when you first run Trigger, it will display in grid layout, which is what we have here today. There are two other layout styles to choose from should you wish. So we're going to, well, first of all, it's always good discipline to give your project a name, and you do that simply by saving the project. I'm going to overwrite this demo project that I have previously saved, and then I'm going to load some audio buttons. Now we point our mouse at the first cell where we want the audio to be loaded, and assuming that we already have the audio on our local fixed drive, we right click and we go add audio button. Now we would navigate on our fixed drive to wherever our audio was. In this instance it's popped up straight away, so I'll select all of these tracks and you'll see that the cue sheet gets populated with those audio files. Now the right hand section of this audio file, of this cue button, is called the main section, and that controls everything to do with playback. So in the default settings, left click will play the button, center click will pause the button, center clicking again will resume playback, and right clicking will stop it. Those functions can be changed, of course. The left-hand section is called the tag section, and in its simplest form, clicking on it will select a button. You can select a range of buttons and standard operating system procedures for selecting buttons like that. Additionally, the tag section can be used to move a button around the screen like this, and if we're playing a button, I can just demonstrate that playback's never interrupted. In this instance, we're going to swap the buttons over. And as you can see, nothing gets stopped, everything carries on playing. Okay, now we'll talk about the button properties. Now button properties controls everything, all the parameters relating to each individual button, and we can get at that a number of separate ways. We can right click again on the tag section and you see we have the button properties available in the pop-up menu. We can select a button and open button properties from the toolbar, or we can right click on the type icon in the bottom right of each button to open up the button properties window. And on this you can see we have several tabs relating to various parameters or groups of parameters for each individual button. And in this instance, what we'll do is we'll just quickly set the trim in point, which can be done in numerous ways, but we're going to do it on the fly today. We're just going to lose this intro. So probably something like that. Just back that off a touch. Okay, and we'll just put a little ramp in at the beginning of that, so we can do that by zooming it right in close and putting a little fade in, and maybe just a little node like that to round it off. Okay, so we're happy with that, and we can zoom back out, and you can see there are various other parameters that we could adjust within button properties, but we won't go into that in detail now, so we just click done, and you'll see that my change has been applied to that button. Okay, that just about concludes today's session, getting started with Trigger. I hope you found it useful and you get the chance to join me again for another one at some other time. Thank you very much.